Holy, any Blue Archive gamers out there? Any Blue Archive gamers out there? Well, take a look at these skills. Okay, we have Naga here. Activates after 12 normal attacks, affect all allies. Recovery of covers HP. Only effective to covers with remaining HP. Does not apply when completely destroyed covers. There's difference when the cover is completely destroyed. Biscuit, for example, recovers a destroyed one. Litter does not recover a destroyed one. It only when there's like a sliver of health on the cover. That's what the recovery of covers HP is. And then this one is activates when applying shield. Affects all allies. Damage dealt when attacking to core 85% for 10 seconds. And you guys know the shield, that's like Arya Folkwang the shield. But I'll talk more about what this one is up to as well. Because as you will notice, none of the skills here actually applies any shield. Okay, and I'll talk about that later. Skill 2 activates after 5 normal attacks, affects 2 ally units with the highest attack. Damage dealt when attacking to core 40% for 5 seconds. That's additional damage attacking to core. Holy crap. Machine guns are gonna be insane with this. But holy, yeah, wait, think about it. Also, that's like a guillotine, right? Like guillotine doesn't need healing. She needs like cover damage is fine for her if you can like do the mechanics fine. Holy. And then there's another one, activates after 5 normal attacks, affects 2 allies with the lowest HP percentage. Recovers the caster's final. Oh wait, ooh, okay. This might not be for guillotine then, because this would heal. This would heal, but I guess it depends on how much it is. It's 9% of the caster's final max HP. Okay, maybe we might have to take back on that one. Maybe not necessarily guillotine, but attacking the core, assault rifle, snipers are really good. And yeah, with high hit rate, that's another thing too. And then the burst skill is FX self, gain pierce for 10 seconds. Okay, it might seem like I'm just gonna talk about it, but let it cook for a little bit, okay? Affects all allies. It buffs with based on caster's attack for 10 seconds. That's like Noir's buff based on her own attack. And then there's this one, activates when applying shield, affects all allies. So attack 31% of caster's attack. So that's a total of like 47%. But okay, now you're gonna be wondering, where is the applying shield? Well, you guys are probably based on the title of the video or title of the thumbnails. It's another bunny girl situation. From what it seems like they're gonna be together, because what Tia does is she generates a shield with 35% of the caster's final max HP, and then affects all allies, affects except self, generates a shield. And this is another re-enter burst skill. We haven't had this until just now again in a while, this since Christmas Rupee. So that means that you're gonna need another burst 1 unit. But something that you'll notice is it is a 40-second activation. So how can we do this, or how can we probably do something else for this? And if you look at this on skill 1, this is not tied to Naga, by the way, but activates when recovering covers HP, affects self. It reduces the cooldown of burst skill by 13 seconds, stacks up to 2 times, and lasts for 12 seconds. So that's like 26 seconds reduction on the burst, which means that your 40 minus 26 is going to be 14 seconds. So it's like it's the same. It'll make her basically burst like every 14 seconds, similar to just the normal timelining that we have. 10 seconds full burst, and then takes about roughly 5 seconds. So oh yeah, this is also assuming that it's skill level 10. That's true. I don't know if this scales based on that, but maybe once we get an update on the Nikke, like the info. But right now this is the level 10. So as you can notice, she has a shield which matches. Also she applies shield, which also is activates when applying shield, affects all allies, increase damage to core for 10 seconds. So that's pretty insane, like, damage buff. By the way, this is a total of like 125% damage to core, and I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be additive to the core multiplier. And if I have the DPS calculator, the core multiplier, keep in mind that core damage bonus is about 200 to 250% depending on like the unit. But there is the core hit bonus over here, again diluted with other full burst bonus, range bonus, and crit damage. So it's, yeah, that's something to consider. Now let's talk about, again, back to Tia. She also buffs attack damage when she is recovering cover HP. Oh my god. So that's this one, right? Naga covers HP, and Tia is getting that buff, and it increases your attack damage. I don't know what they mean by attack damage, because that seems like is it different from normal attack? Yeah, that's kind of different, right? Is it gonna be a different multiplier? Because like if we're looking at like attack buff, right, it's attack increase, attack damage. Now that is something to consider. I don't know if it's gonna be a separate multiplier. That is something I'm curious how it will test and look into. But right now it's looking pretty promising. Mistranslated, maybe it's mistranslated, maybe, who knows. If it's, I could imagine it's attack percentage though, but at the same time also we already have attack buff here. So you see how Naga gives attack buff already of the caster's attack. Now this is different. That this might be like a final multiplier. I'm just saying that would be extremely OP if so. In any case, these two units are looking very scary right now, and we might be in another situation of a bunny girls situation. In any case, when they do come out, I think they're gonna open a lot of another team comps again, but also at the same time it is a little bit restrictive, right? Like there's the re-enter burst skill stage 1, so that's something to consider, which that means that is you're gonna need another burst 1 unit, and then you're gonna need another unit that will be on burst 1, and then burst 2, burst 3s. So you can't have 3 burst 3s like the bunnies, because technically for the bunnies you use Noir. Has that language been used in any other skills? The attack damage? That attack damage is used when you're life stealing. I just want to point that out. which is basically whatever your damage is to the enemy. So the attack damage is actually used for life steals, like helm and stuff like that, which is basically whatever your damage is, you gain recover back, and then you, yeah. So this is that's why I said this might be like a full on like end multiplier. Basically, you after everything has been calculated with like the critical and everything after critical and stuff like that, and attack and core shot and stuff, after that it's a final multiplier. That's what I'm a little bit like, this would be insanely strong if so. I just want to point that out. But in any case, this might affect your guys' decision for Marciana, because, well, you, for those that miss out the buddy girls, you don't want to miss out another double team here. I just want to. That is. Oh, look, the CV is undetermined still for Naga. Look at undetermined. Unless there's a CV that's actually named undetermined. I don't know, but right now it's looking pretty scary right now, because like there's also anniversary coming in. I don't know if they're gonna be the anniversary, although people are expecting there's gonna be a pilgrim. There's Red Hood or whatever it is, right? So we don't know. But Marcy, who? Yeah, right now. Oh my god. But did I finish talking about Tia? Well, in any case, okay. So there's the attack damage, and then skill two. Skill two. That's the last one I didn't talk about, which is after landing 5 normal attacks, affects self, covers max HP, and then taunt for 5 seconds. Wait, 5 normal attacks? Wait, that's a rocket launcher. Charge time 1 second. Does she have the delay? No. Wait. Well, they didn't. Okay, so they clearly did not. You could permaton, because it's landing 5 normal attacks. It's not saying 5 full charge. So they deliberately scuff A2, and then they deliberate. Well, and Pascal was like a completely different, but they didn't change Tia. However, though, I don't think it's probably finalized yet. Because like things are still somewhat in development, but I'm surprised that they uploaded it already right now. And then the second part of CO2 is when activating burst skill, affects self, covers HP, 21% of the final max HP. And yeah. So again, look at this. Recovery of covers HP. This effect covers HP. Only effect when covers with remaining HP, right? And just to show you the difference, it's different when it's like save for Biscuit. So for Biscuit, her burst is rebuild cover. So this has been destroyed. Covers that have been destroyed. So those are two different things. So once the cover is depleted, they're gonna be like unusable. This one, the cover recover recovers 21.1% of attack damage, and then this gives lifesteal. Oh no, but it only affects self. Oh yeah, because she's taunting. So yeah, so it affects self, but then that's because she's taunting, and yeah, so she is basically a tank. Wait, Like, what's the issue with surviving? What? Why do we bother? Wait, what? In any case, this is like basically the defensive option. This is basically essentially like Blanc. If you think about it, she is essentially like Blanc. And then this one is like, it's like Noir, but except, yeah, it's like Noir because she's like buffing. And then there's also additional attacking to core, which will make machine guns like pretty strong. But right now we don't really have a lot of option for machine gun. And their element, the thing is like, for supports, element don't really matter, right? Like when you bring like litter with like Alice and Modernia against that solo, the most recent solo raid, it didn't matter what their element was, right? That's the thing. Who cares about this element? This is a noise bunny. Wait, like, yeah, this is like, no, oh my god. So in any case, for those people that didn't have the bunnies, was considering to get Marciana, the thing is like healing is completely different from cover. I just want to point this out. Something to heads up also in terms of covers health and defense is based off your level. It's not based off like anything else. As far as, if I recall reading it correctly, cover is completely based off your level. So the higher your level is, the more effective your cover does. And it's not about necessarily like the dupes or anything. Like that's as far as I recall. So sometimes you will notice that like you could tank really well with that cover, but then not with the not when like the, and if the boss is like directly damaging you, it's probably because like your level is higher, but then your character's not that geared. Well, in any case, for me, I will still pull for Marciana because collection, things like that. But this might affect for a lot of people's decision to pull the unit. It's just, yeah. Oh, Gamba time. Yep. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this twin units. This is something that seemed like to be a side patch on these, and they didn't really like say anything else yet. And this is a shotgun, so that's something to consider. Yep. With how long it is, yeah. Oh mama.